What's it just been like for you, after the past 2 summers, not getting out there much? What's been the thing that you've seen that you've missed the most, that maybe you didn't even really think about while you were out?
Man, I'll just say the energy and just the character of the team. The little things. Warming up, just being around the guys, getting hype. Just the little stuff. All the big stuff. Obviously that as well. But if I had to pinpoint, I'd probably say all the small things. I really like the way everybody gets going in the warm up line, so I probably missed that one a good amount.
Jerick, heading into camp, was there, I don't know, a litmus test that you were looking forward to seeing if you were going to pass? Like, I don't know if it was going against Quan in one-on-one drills or Jaquaski in the same drills. Anything that you've done that you've said, okay, I'm definitely back to where I was pre-injury?
I would just have to say just moving around. That was just the main thing. Coming out, how I would run, my choice routes, how to get a feel of, where I was at, how I feel, how the knee feels, thing like that. As far as, going against the linebackers one-on-ones, I always want to go against the best. Whoever that is, whoever my rep is against, whether it's Quan, Fred, Z's, D-Flan, any one of the linebackers, I'm just out there to win my turn, win my one-on-one, and, keep it going.
Hey, Jerick. First of all, congratulations on making it through this. How do you feel in terms of, I guess, is there trepidation on your part until you're actually in uniform September 13th? Like, it's almost too good to be true how you feel right now?
Yeah, shoot, I feel good. The last two camps I didn't make it through, so to make it through this one is definitely, it feels good. The whole way through has been a smooth process. The training staff, they've been working with me on little things that I've been doing over my rehab process, just keep the body maintenance up and stuff like that. So, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to make it to the last day of camp this year. So.
Hey, Jerick. Jordan Reed yesterday spoke about how just being away from the game for so long, it was such a relief and kind of, made him so much happier to be back. He said he's the happiest playing football now that he has been. Is it kind of similar to you, for you, that, just being back is more gratifying than it has been in the past?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Jay Reed on that. Missing the last 2 seasons, I never really took anything for granted. You hear about things like that, people taking it for granted. It could be here today and gone tomorrow until it actually happens. And, going through that and then coming back and just being out here at practice just makes you cherish every moment, start to finish. So I definitely agree with Jay Reed on that one.
Hey, Jerick, you mentioned the little things that, you notice now and that have changed. What about the little things surrounding your connection with Jimmy Garoppolo? I know that there was quite a bit of time off for you. The defenders have all said, and even Robert Saleh said, that Jimmy is doing things, with more conviction, more precisely now. Have you noticed some of those little things change as well?
Yeah, just he's been an assistant for a minute now, so he knows, how everything goes. He knows exactly how he wants, certain routes. So, whether if he's giving me a tip on, how he wants me to sit down on a choice or stuff like that, just making sure we're on the same page, running extra routes after practice, just to get that timing together and stuff like that. But you could definitely tell by, the way he speaks, the conviction he has. His leadership skills are tremendous, and he's a great leader.
Jerick, given that it's been so long since you've appeared in a game, what's the mindset going into potentially week 1, knowing that you're going to get hit and probably get hit a bunch of times, and are there nerves there, or just what's going through your head as that's approaching?
Not nerves, more anxious. Like you said, it's been a long time coming, so I'm just ready to get this thing started. I've been putting myself in game rep and in the game situations and that game type pressure on myself since day one, since we came out here. So, I'm not nervous or, I don't have any, butterflies or any of that type stuff going into week 1. Just more anxious, all the work I put in over the last 2 years to get back from that. I'm just ready to go. I'm not really worried about anything that'll come up. I'm confident in myself. confident in my coaches. They're going to game plan and have us ready, so I'm ready.
Do two more for Jerick.
Hey, Jared, just in case you're not tired of knee questions, I've got one more. There was a scene in last year's training camp, it may have been the last day you practiced, where you kind of went up to the side and I think kind of punched the fence. Did you, if you remember that moment, did you know something was wrong with your knee at that time, and either that day or, in the days after, did you ever wonder if your knee was ever gonna truly get right?
Yeah, there was times last camp, the days I did practice, I could feel it. That was more of just like frustration. Like I said, there's a lot of work put into it. Behind the scenes for myself, the training staff, to try to get me ready for last year's camp. It just didn't work out. Some things that need to happen. I end up needing another surgery. So, after that, the question for me was kind of, how do I come back from this? What's the next step? And, with the great, with our great staff, training staff, Donahue, Dustin, all those guys coming up with a plan. They put me in the best situation to come back this year and feel even better.
We were kind of on the other side, but that was you who ran in the 2-point conversion at the end of practice yesterday, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about showing off your quarterback arm there after you took it across the goal line. What was going on there with you throwing the ball over toward that youth soccer field?
I was kind of just joking around with the running backs on the side. I said, if I score, I'm just going to chuck it over the fence. And it just so happened to work that way. I scored and I just threw it. But the equipment staff, they got like a little grudge against me right now, but it's all good though. I spent a lot of time with those guys over the past 2 years, so it's all love. I apologize to them as well.